So in this video is a replay in this season's Ultimate Season Pass tank, the Cobra, which is a tier 9 British medium tank. It's got this 4-shot auto-loader, round about sort of 39-40 second reload for the clip. I tend to fire the Hesh shells out of it. It does quite well. The heat ones aren't too bad, but I think you get an extra 100 or so alpha damage with the Hesh ones. And you always do damage to someone, so even if you don't pen, the splash of the Hesh will at least do sort of 100 or 200 damage. But yeah, this is the biggest damage game I've had in it, in my limited playtime with it. I think it's quite a good tank. Is it worth getting the Ultimate Season Pass just for this tank? Probably, yeah. I think it's good enough to warrant getting the Ultimate Season Pass. You get an extra commander with it as well. A 3-star one. You get the level skips as well, so I think it probably is just about worth it. As I said, I do quite like it. I don't usually like guns like this, where it's a bit derpy, but yeah, I seem to be enjoying it. So we're just coming up onto the hill on Hilmersdorf. Got this FE4 202 hold down, so I don't really want any of that. Come around here, see if I can spot anyone on the back road in their base, and sure enough there's a campfire with 50Ts. Get one shot in, get another shot. And yeah, this is what you can do to people. The intro clip is really fast, and we clip that 50T out before it can swing its turret round. So the intro clip's really good. You can do that to people. It's an ambush tank. Always need to rely on your allies to be nearby though. There's another medium up here that's doing a good job of essentially just distracting the heavy and the medium that's pushed the castle as well. I do just want to get back into the fight really. Just going to ping him to sort of fall back a bit, try and come back towards me. Fully loaded now. So these two tanks got quite soft holes, so I'm thinking just try and hit the hole. So get 1, 2 shots. Yeah, just put the damage in. So yeah, not quite a lot of health off those two. Should help my medium out. He's taking all the hits for me, unfortunately. So I'm just going to try and reverse around this rubble. I think fortunately at the moment, I think particularly that 4202, what it just did about ducking around the corner, I don't think a lot of people quite know how this tank works. I think as soon as people realise that there's a massive long reload, I'm sure I would get sort of rushed in that situation. But just wondering where this medium tank's gone. It looks like he's going down the hill on the other side. Won't be able to catch him, and it looks like our team's lost the banana road as well. So I do want to go down this hill. I noticed that the artillery fired at me from this direction. So I'm thinking it's around here somewhere, probably hiding behind one of these corners. But it's not, it's there. Just get quite a nice shot into it. The gun is fairly inaccurate, as you can see. The bloom is quite big. I've got the vertical stabilizers on. I've got the vents to help with the reload, and I've got the camo net. It's how I just want to try and play this tank. It was either camo net or optics, but I thought I'd rather not be seen than try and spot for myself. Because I think if you're in a position like this where you can't do it alone, you're not really going to last very long. So we've got this T-26E5 that seems to be sort of defending their base. Got another medium pushing up as well, going down sort of the A road along the north. So I'm thinking I'm going to get flanked. I want to save this clip for whichever tank gets to me first. So I'm expecting to take a hit here, and I do. But I keep thinking about that medium that's coming around. I'm thinking that medium is probably the target. I've got the best chance of getting the most damage out, or at least trying to knock out the game. And it's the enemy Cobra, so I get 1 in 196 damage, 486, 156, and another 151. So yeah, didn't quite pen those shots, but still did sort of quite a nice bit of damage on the Cobra. So unfortunately we lose that game, but as I said, that was the biggest damage game I've had in it. Just a second class as well in that one. That's as far as I've got with it. It's just a second class. So yeah, really interesting tank. Not quite the tank I usually go for. It doesn't have the sort of gun that I like, but so for some reason I do quite like the Cobra. I think it probably is worth getting the Ultimate Season Pass for it. But if you're really not keen on relying on Hesh, then yeah, obviously don't get it. I think that's the only reason not to get the Ultimate Pass.